Hello viewers, during this tutorial session we are going to be configuring IKEv2 side-to-side VPN between firepower threat defense and an unmanaged device. So when I say unmanaged device, I mean a third-party device. It may be a Cisco IS router, it may be a Juniper router, it may be any other third-party device, or it may even be another FTD that is not being managed by the FMC managing this FTD. So basically, it's a third-party device. But in the case of this tutorial, I'm going to be making use of an IOS router as a third-party device. So we are going to establish IKEv2 side-to-side between this firepower and this site B IOS router, which is going to encrypt traffic from 10.10.10.0 subnet to 172.16.1.0 subnet, vice versa. Either way, the traffic can be initiated, the communication can be initiated from whichever site. So this is my FMC, and I already have the FTD integrated to it. I already have basic configuration implemented on the router, the switches, the IP address, everything, they are all configured. So this is my FTD1. So I'll go to VPN, click on site to site, and I'll click on add VPN. We are using firepower threat defense. Firepower device, that's if we are doing it on ASA. It basically refers to ASA with firepower services. We're running firepower threat defense. So I'm going to say the topology name IKEv2. The network topology we're running is point-to-point. The IKE version is IKEv2. So for endpoints, I'm going to, so this FTD1, that's my FTD. We can see it here because it is being managed by this FMC. Interface, that's going to be the outside interface, and this IP address outside interface. The connection type is going to be bidirectional. I'm going to make use of access list here. So to create an access list, I can create it from here. I'll just click on the plus button, and I can come here, this to my FMC. I can also come here to object management, and you come to access list extended. Responding. Okay, good. And to oh, sorry, I'm already there, so I'm supposed to click add extended access list. So I'm going to name it IKEv2, and now click on add. So now I want to encrypt traffic from 10.10.10.0 subnet to 172.16.1.0 subnet. So it's going to be from, I already have the object created from 10.10.10 to 172.16.0. I want the log to be access list entry, and I click on add, and I'm going to save, and I'm going to add another mirror, another access list. This is going to be a mirror of the initial one. That's the way it works in FTD. You have to create the two ACLs, both the one you are going to be using, the interesting ACL you are going to be using from your site to the other site, and that which is expected from the other side to your site. So I'm going to click on add. I'm going to log access list entry, and that will be the mirror, the opposite. This will be the source. This will be the destination. I'm going to click on add, and I'm going to save. So I have the two ACLs, IKEv2 and IKEv2 mirror. So I can come back here. I can look for the ACL, this IKEv2, because this now from my device is FTD1, so it's going to be from 10.10.10.0 to 172.16.1.0. So that's what we have in this ACL IKEv2. Can confirm that from here. That's what we have. So I'm going to say OK. I'll click OK rather. So that's that. I'm going to add a second node, which is the third party device in this case. So the device is not being managed by this FMC. So I'll click this arrow. So in that case, I'm going to select extranet. Extranet, that means it's a third party. So you always have this option available. I click on extranet, the device name. I'm going to name it site B. And what's the IP address is 20.20.20.1. 20.20.20.1. And the access list, that's going to be the mirror, that's IKEv2 mirror. And that's coming from 172.16.1.0 to 10.10.10.0. So I'll click OK. So that's done. I'll go to IKE. I'm using IKEv2. So I'm going to make use of this. Let me see what we have there, and I can add my own. I'm not going to use strong encryption because I'm running on evaluation license. So it's not going to allow me to use strong encryption. IKEv2 policy. Okay, this is it. I can't edit this because it is predefined, but I can create my own. Integrity SHA encryption algorithm DS PRF SHA the Fairman group 5. So let me create mine. I'll name it IKEv2. Integrity, I'll use MD5. It can allow me to use strong encryption. For encryption, I'm going to use 3D DS just because I'm running on evaluation. PRF, I'm going to use MD5. The Fairman, I'm going to use group 2. So that's that, and I'm going to save. So let me also go to IKEv2 IPSec proposal to create my own transform set. You can see hash. I'm going to use, oh sorry, I didn't name it. Okay, let me just say IKEv2. Just give it that name. Okay, I'm going to use MD5 then. MD5, and for the encryption, I think I can use this encryption. Okay, DES is MD5, hash is MD5, encryption is DES. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to use the IKEv2 which I created myself. Pre-shared automatic key. I'm going to use manual. My key is going to be Cisco. And I go to IPSec. So I'm going to select my IPSec proposal. I'm going to use the one I created. I'll delete this. I'm going to say click OK. I'm going to leave all this as default. So I have my transform set. I have my phase 1 intact. I have my interesting ACL and endpoint configured and peer configured. So I'll click on save. So this is my IKEv2 side-to-side VPN from FTD1 to extranet, which is side B. So the next thing to do is I'll go and create access control rule. Even apart from having an interesting traffic, you have to permit it with an access control rule. If you don't have any access control rule configured to permit, the traffic is going to be dropped. So I'm going to click on my ACP. Okay, I'm going to add a rule. I'm going to see from inside to outside. I'm also going to see from outside to inside because I want the other party to be able to initiate the traffic because it's bidirectional. So for network, I'm going to permit this is destination. So it's going to be IP, any IP, no inspection. I'm going to log beginning. I'll just name it VPN. So basically, this will take care of the traffic. Either it's been originated from our own site, which is the FTD, or it's been originated by the external device, which is the IS router. So if it's being originated from here, it's going to be from inside to outside, from 10 to 172. And if it's being originated from the external device, it's going to be coming from outside to inside and from 172.16 to 10.10. So I'm going to save and I will deploy. I think that will be all. I'm going to deploy my configuration. So now let me go to, while I'm doing that, I think the next thing is to configure the external device, which is our IS router. So while the FTD is deploying, so this is R8 enable. So the first thing I will configure here is going to be proposer. So I'm going to say crypto IKEv2. Okay, IKEv2 proposer, and the name, I'll name it VPN. So encryption, just like we did on the other side, we use DES. Integrity, let me confirm that. For IKEv2 policy, first one, policy. For the encryption, we use DES. For the integrity, we use MD5. Okay, MD5. And for the PRF, I use MD5. For the deferment group, I use 2. So my group is going to be 2. So that's going to be that. So the next thing I'm going to configure, I'm going to call on the proposer which I've configured. So I'm going to call on it in an IKEv2 policy. Say crypto IKEv2 policy. I'll name the policy VPN. Let me say no crypto. I love to use caps so that my config can be uniform. Crypto IKEv2 policy VPN, and I'm going to call on the proposer which is named VPN. So I've done that. So the next thing is for me to create the keyring. Say crypto IKEv2 keyring. I'm going to name my keyring VPN also, and my peer. So the peer, I'll just name it FTD. So that's going to be my peer, and my peer address is going to be 50.50.50.3. That's what we have here. So this is the peer IP address, the 50.50.3. The subnet mask is going to be the exact host, and I'm going to specify the pre-shared key. I'm not using different key for local and remote. It's the same key, so I'll just use Cisco. I'll just pre-shared key Cisco, and I'm going to create IKEv2 profile. V2 profile, and that's going to be VPN. I'm going to match identity. Match identity is going to be remote address, and that's 50.50.50.3. That's our PIP, and this is my mask. So authentication method, local authentication method is going to be pre-share, and remote authentication method is also going to be pre-shared. And now specify our keyring. Our keyring is local, and the name is VPN, the keyring we created initially. So now I'm going to move to phase 2. I'm going to create my IPSec profile. That's transform set. Transform set. I'm going to name it VPN. And let me go to the transform set I used here just to confirm as I reach IPSec proposal. I have my hash to be MD5 and encryption to be DES. So that will be ESP MD5. Machine, I'm coming. Let me confirm this again. MD5 DES encryption. So the first one should be the encryption. ESP DES, and this should be the hash, which is going to be ESP MD5. Mark. Okay. That is that. So now I'm going to configure a crypto map. So camp. I'm going to set up here. It's going to be 50, 50, 53. And I'm going to set the transform set. It's going to be VPN. And I'm going to set IKEv2 profile, which its name is VPN also. And one more thing, I'm going to match address. Have I configured? I have not configured the ACL. I'm going to match. So I'll see IP access list. That's the ACL for the interesting traffic, extended VPN. And that's going to permit IP from 172.16.1.0 as a wildcard mask, permitted to 10.10.10.0, and that's a wildcard mask. Okay, so I can go back to my crypto map, VPN, then IPSec isocamp, and I can see match address, and that'll be VPN. Okay, that's good. And next thing is on this interface, that's the outside interface, I need to apply the crypto map VPN. Okay, let me show run section crypto. I have my proposal. I have my proposal code under policy. I have my keyring, and I have it called under profile. I have my transform sets. I have my crypto map. I set the PA transform sets, the IKEv2 profile, the address, that's the ACL. Okay, I think we should be fine. So what I'm going to do now is let me initiate the traffic from site B LAN. So I'm going to ping 10.10.10.2. So there's it. Ping 10.10.10.2. If I do that, so crypto IKEv2 SA, okay, fine. 10.10.10.2. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Think we are fine. So I'm going to run the command again. Yes. Yes, so I have my tunnel. My tunnel is up. Let me expand this so we can see it clearly. Yeah, that's it. So this is tunnel ID. This is the local, which is 20.20.21. And this is the remote, 50.50.50.3. And you can see our encryption, DS, our PRF, our hash, DH group, authentication. We are using PSK, we are not using test certificates. And this is the lifetime. And I can see show crypto IPSec SA. You can see Encaps encrypted 4 packet and 4 cap packet was decrypted. Let me run the ping again. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should have 9 packet encrypted and 9 packet decrypted. Now that's 5 plus this 4 that we have here. So run it again. You can see encapsulated 9 and decrypted 9. And same thing if we come here to our FTD, say show crypto, show crypto IKEv2 SA. That's it, show crypto IPSec SA. So that's it. So we're fine. So I'm coming to our FTD. Let me go to analysis, connection events. And here we are. We can see the traffic being initiated from one system 1.2 from outside to inside and the rest. So that's how to configure side-to-side VPN between your FTD and a third-party device. But there's another situation. For example, let's say we have a NAT on our firewall or on our router that permits, private IP addresses to access the internet. In that way, what's going to be the changes that are going to be made to our VPN? Or what if you're having an overlapping IP address? For example, we have the same subnet, the same LAN subnet in site A and in site B. In that case, what are we going to do? What's going to change? So I'm going to be taking that. I'll deal with that in another video that is coming. That's going to be the part 2 of this session. Once again, I want to say thank you for viewing.